and welcome. I'm Colin Daniel from riffninja.com, and today we're going to have a look at how triads can benefit our guitar playing. And this is just a little taste of what I have in my Guitar Player Bag of Tricks course, all about chord voicings. And if you'd like to find out more about it, go to riffninja.com. Let's get started. All right, so you sharp guitar players out there and students that were paying attention, you would have noticed at the beginning of this lesson, when I introduced the lesson, I played this riff right here. That riff came out of a signature intro riff by Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits in the Sultans of Swing. And why would I play that riff when a riff comes out of single notes? Well, there's a triad hidden right in there, and this happens a lot. So if you wanted to improve your solo ideas, your rhythmic arpeggio ideas, this information is very valuable. And what I'm saying to you is like, because if you look at this riff, those are notes directly, singly played right out of the scale. But then he does this. It's called a rake pick, where you drag your pick across the strings. So that's a D minor chord. That's the triad. He's taken the triad and emphasized it right inside the scale. Obviously, he's got knowledge of his triads and knows the chords really good. The triad is a 3-note chord, basic 3-note chord. Like you could play D minor here in the 5th fret position with a full bar like this, but that's not going to help me when I'm doing things like. See, I need to move my fingers in a different way, so barring it would be useless. But that's where the chord came from. And it's D, F, and A. 1, 3, and 5 out of D minor. 1, 3, 5. D, F, and A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D, F, A. 1, 3, 5. Just played in a higher register, that's all. So if that's a D minor, then this is an E minor. Then this is an F minor. Then this is a G minor. And this is an A minor. Which brings me to another subject now. And that is, back in the day when Eric Clapton was just a young fella, he was only 19 years old, he recorded a very famous album called the Beano album with John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. In there is a song called All Your Lovin'. And in the solo, he uses the A minor triad. So if this is D minor, right? If this chord here is D minor, and this is E minor, and this is F, and this is G, and this is A, right? He uses it, he picks it, he slides up to it, but it's. Those are the notes from an A minor triad. Listen again. You know, and then he moves it to the 4 change, which is the D minor, and then back up to the A. One more time on the A. E. E flat, D, closing riff. So there's yet another use for just that triad form. So having knowledge of what exactly this is and where it came from can greatly improve your playing and your vision to what you need to do to become a better player. One more point just to leave you with, and that is at the beginning of Sunday Bloody Sunday, U2, they use a B minor triad. The basic chords are B minor, D major, and G major. But at the beginning they start with an arpeggio, which is the notes out of the chord. Now, normally I play a B minor with my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd finger like this. You know, 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string. But I'm going to switch fingers because it's more convenient and it's an easier way to change. I don't know whether the Edge did it that way. I'm just making it easier for myself and being practical. So what I do is I put my, by freeing up my 1st finger, right, I can put that 1st finger back here on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Now, it's not playing a note right now because my pinky is taking care of the 4th fret, 3rd string, and that's the B minor. But I want this 1st finger ready because as soon as I take the pinky off the B minor, it becomes the D major, right? Because they're relative. All right, here we go. So it's gonna go. And the picking sequence is 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and then 2nd string. So down, 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 up. Then it goes to the D major by taking my pinky off. Down, 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 up. And then it goes to an odd form of G major, open 3rd string, and then fretted with my 3rd finger, because that's the easiest way to go from the D to the G, because that's really based on a G. So my 3rd finger is fretted at the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then open E. So all together now, this is what happens from the B minor. We'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when the song really kicks in, you know, then the Edge kicks on his distortion and he plays the chords in bar form based on what he just did in the arpeggio. A B minor, a D major, and a G major. Isn't that cool? So the Edge is using the triads as an intro and picking it. Eric Clapton used the triads as a solo to create a big, fat sounding, ringing solo. And Mark Knopfler morphed it right into his scale and made it part of his intro riff for a very famous song. Well, I hope you found this really informative. And if you want to learn more about these triads, come and check it out at riffninja.com. And thank you for your time and good luck.